Hello everyone! The Predator has hit theaters more than 30 years after the original became a monster hit. This week on Heat Vision Breakdown, we look at the notion that sometimes an original film can be groundbreaking, and then its franchise can veer off in a completely different direction. Let's start off with 1976's Rocky, which launched the career of Sylvester Stallone and forced every person named Adrian to hear the same dumb joke for the rest of eternity. The film won 3 Oscars, including Best Picture, though its praise was controversial, with critics today maintaining it shouldn't have topped contenders like All the President's Men, Taxi Driver, and Network. Still, Rocky was truly an understated piece, focusing on the inner life of working-class boxer and debt collector Rocky Balboa, a guy who may not be too bright, but had a lot of heart. As Stallone's star power grew as big as his muscles over the years, seriously, Rocky at age 40 is way more jacked than Rocky at 30. The franchise also bloated to include a talking robot, a villain played by Mr. T, and a boxing match that writer-director Stallone seemed to think could end the real-life Cold War. Though, the Cold War did end a few years later. Coincidence? You be the judge.
Everybody can change!
Many of these movies are amazingly fun, but it's a far cry from the Oscar-caliber original. It wasn't until Fresh Blood in the form of filmmaker Ryan Coogler that the franchise returned to its roots with 2015's Creed. Not to harp on Stallone, but I'm gonna harp on Stallone. Sorry, Sly. With 1982's First Blood, the Italian stallion, who has a screenwriting credit on the film, helped craft a portrait of John Rambo, a Vietnam vet suffering from PTSD, making it a film ahead of its time in terms of discussing important issues facing our veterans, especially those who returned home from Vietnam feeling forgotten. However, by 1988's Rambo 3, the character has left America to go fight the Soviets in Afghanistan and engage in underground baton fighting matches. Moving beyond Stallone, reluctantly, is Predator, which while never Oscar-level material like the original Rocky, is considered one of the best sci-fi action films of all time. Seriously, our guest Brad Payton has seen it 365 times, and I don't think he's wrong for doing so. Teaming up with Arnold Schwarzenegger at his peak with Rocky alum Carl Weathers to face off against the deadly alien hunter who can literally make himself invisible, solidified the film as an action classic and placed the Predator monster itself as one of the most iconic creatures in film history. Meanwhile, 1990's Predator 2 didn't live up to the charm, or the body mass alone, of the original, and featured some really weird moments like a group of aliens giving Danny Glover props for killing their friend and presenting him with a flintlock pistol. It also set up that xenomorphs from the Alien franchise existed in the same universe and gave rise to the Alien vs. Predator series, which, despite centering on 2 alien species, decided to set both of its films on Earth. Neat! Colorado! Thanks, movie.
Oh, the Sunshine State. On Denver.
2010's Predators similarly underwhelmed fans. Okay, I get Danny Trejo and I get Mahershala Ali, I just don't understand why Adrian Brody and Topher Grace would be fighting master space assassins. Hopefully this year's Shane Black directed The Predator will get the franchise back on track. Speaking of aliens, Ridley Scott delivered a defining sci-fi film for the disco generation with 1979's Alien, which went on to win an Oscar for visual effects. The original film is an unsettling, claustrophobic horror that internalizes much of its scares and suspense, only revealing the truly unique character design of its central monster in the last moments and is a hallmark of both the sci-fi and horror genres. 1986's Aliens from James Cameron is considered among the best action films of all time and ramped up the explosions, body count, and monsters tenfold, really delivering on that pluralization of its title. Aliens. From there, the franchise became a mixed bag, to say the least, making bizarre decisions such as turning central figure Ridley into an alien-human hybrid in 1997's Alien Resurrection, or sending a bunch of literal scientists who decide to just poke alien space worms for kicks in 2012's Alien prequel Prometheus. Even children know not to just go around petting snakes, come on! Then there's Die Hard, which is the greatest action movie of all time, objectively. The film's sequels Die Hard 2 and Die Hard with a Vengeance fared fine, but 4th and 5th installments in 2007 and 2013, respectively, all but destroy the franchise. Or so you'd think, but guess what? We're getting another one. Yippee-ki-yay. All of this begs an important question. Is it really fair to bash someone who gave audiences something so wonderful just because they didn't live up to their own lofty expectations down the road? In the case of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, maybe.
He chose poorly.
So what do you think? How does Shane Black's The Predator stack up with the rest of the franchise? Let us know in the comments right down there and join us here every Friday morning for new episodes of Heat Vision Breakdown.